Grace and peace, kings and queens. Welcome to Enhance Holistically Tarot and Life Advice. If this is your first time coming and stopping by this channel, welcome. For those of you that have already subscribed, thank you so much for returning. I do believe that there is a message here for us. All right, so let's get on into it. Forgive that noise in the background. I have need a battery change in my alarm control panel. hmm So don't get distracted by that. Doom, 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 doom. That is not spirit. That is nothing more than my alarm system. Okay. So I hope that everyone is doing great. I hope this video finds you well. I hope everybody's staying safe, healthy, healed, and whole. All right. We're gonna start out with the power animal. And before we do that, we're just going to give thanks, gratitude to the Most High, the divine, our ancestors, divine white light. Thank you, angels. Thank you, spirit guides. Thank you, all the divine beings that are assigned to us on this earth plane to allow us to reach our highest self, operating in the highest of vibration always. Ashe. Thank you so very much. So many great things are going on despite what we think is not going on right. There are some excellent things to celebrate, and one of those just being pure life, y'all. Pure life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's see what the power animals or the spirit animals have for us on today. I'm going to draw two of these. Just keep in mind these messages will not resonate with everyone. There's the first one is face down. I will turn them both over at the same time. If you're new to this channel, please check the description box if you would like a more personalized reading. All of my information can be found there. Too many cards. We have one card. Let's go ahead and flip that. Lion. Lion. Courage. Ask for what you want. Ask for what you want. I feel as though some of you are having some things that you're truly trying to manifest, but you may be a little bit resistant to say exactly what it is for fear that you will not receive it or for fear that you may not deserve it. Either way, Spirit is here to say, please ask for what you want. You're not doing anyone a favor for not asking. All right? Just make sure it's something reasonable. All right. And then fertility. Fertility, the rabbits. Silly rabbit. Well, your creativity is at its peak. So if some of you are maybe trying to conceive, and then some of you are just really trying to create, do something spontaneous, tap into your creative side. And maybe you start a new business, coming up with a new hobby, something it is that brings you joy and passion, and something that if you had it to do all day long, you would do it for free because you're just in love with it just that much. It would be even more, it would even be better if you could get paid for what it is that you want to do full time, okay? Whatever it is that lights your fire, that ignites your spirit, your soul, that makes you feel fulfilled at the end of the day, those are the type of things that you want to seek after and manifest, okay? I wasn't really ready for this card, but just to take note, it's the Three of Voices or the Three of Swords, okay? So some of you may be going through a period where you feel a little bit of heartache, you feel down and out, you feel like things are just not kind of going your way. You may even feel like some kind of anguish of some sort. But keep in mind that courage here. Some of you may be feeling like you're just wrecked in your brain and your mind and not able to even sleep, trying to figure out what the next move is. What am I supposed to do in a situation? How am I supposed to act? Am I supposed to move? For some of you, is this time for a career change for me? Is it time to go back to school? However it is for you. But I do feel like Spirit is saying that you need to tap into your creative side and don't be afraid to show the world your larger than life self. Some of you have gifts and purpose that no one knows about. And it's not for everybody to know. It's more importantly that you are to show it. Okay? And walk in that thing. Whatever it is that's for you. Excuse me, I got to take a drink. Yes, I am a Taurus. Okay. And then make mention of this. I do not read right now for any astrological signs. This sign is reading, excuse me, is a general reading for the collective. All right. The Empress. Yes. When we talked about fertility, we talking about the Empress, babe, because the Empress is all about that creativity, all about bringing things to the forefront, all about unveiling herself and showing all her gifts, her talents, things that the world might not even know was there. She's showing them now, honey. It's a season. Some of you are really in the valley of a career change or doing something different, especially when we're talking about the pandemic. You're really looking at ways to expand yourself, and you have to really be creative on how you continue to press forward in your profession or your career, even if you don't come in contact with people, because that is definitely the wave now that you have to really be more tech savvy. You have to do more virtual situations, more virtual encounters, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, you just have to be creative in how you do it. Here comes the tower moment. So something is going to happen where it may or may not be expected. You may or may not feel as though you're ready for this change, but the change has to happen in order for you to unveil yourself, which is where you are right now. In order for the fullest of all that you have to offer this grand world and to show your larger than life self and to expand yourself, a change has to happen. So you may find yourself having to change a job or move suddenly with unexpectancy. But the Empress is here, and like we saw, the Lion is always here to let you know that everything you need is in your power to do so. Everything you're needing, as far as resources, people, places you need to go, all of those things are going to work in your favor. In the subconscious, you have the Seven of Materials or the Seven of Pentacles. So some of you have really, really been working hard. You've been working hard on yourself, your career, going back to school for some of you, but you're really invested in something, and you're really hoping that everything that you've invested will come back to you 100-fold. Okay, so just continue to press forward towards the mark. Continue to press for excellence. Continue to strive. Don't get stuck in the spirit of fear, because that is not of anything except for low vibrations. Okay. All right, let's continue to go. I really feel like Spirit is saying Nine of Materials is in the past position. So it's something that you have wished for, and now it's time for you to really, really continue to subconsciously plan for it. Okay? But now it's time to bring the subconscious into the conscious. Okay? So it's like you've been seeing these visions, these thoughts, even maybe even having dreams about something, and now it's time for it to come to the fullest of fruition. You're at the right place at the right time, I can tell you. You're at the right place at the right time. The Ten of Inspiration, or the Ten of Wands. So this is a conflict that you may be having. You may be feeling real burdened by the actions that you're to take right now. All right. But you need to move to the beat of your own drum, so to speak. Because I do feel like whatever this might have been stopping you before, it is coming to an end. But you have to be ready to adjust. Okay. You have to be ready to be flexible. And this is what this reading is all about for some of you. For some of you, this is coming at a time when you are in great conflict. You haven't been able to sleep. You're just trying to figure out what's next. The holidays, is a big thing for a lot of us. The end of the year, we have literally 3 more weeks before the end of the year. And a lot of you are just looking out and asking the universe what's next. But in the background, you have been actually working on some things, working on yourself even, that will come to fruition. Whatever it is in the external environment, Spirit is saying, don't worry about so much of the external. The external will take care of itself. It's more important that you get in alignment right now than anything. 2 cards. The Hermit. Let me put that there so you can see. And the Six of Emotions came out in the near future. So you may need this time to reflect. You may need to go maybe and consult someone that you really respect. It could be someone that was in your childhood, an elder of some sort, or it could be a childhood friend, a friendship, or a person that you used to. Oh, I love. someone that you really used to like be friends with, maybe childhood friends, or maybe you're just remembering someone from the past right now that maybe used to give you some really good sound advice, and now it's time for you to contact that person. And I say that it's so funny. The priestess came out as an influence of that six of emotions and that hermit card. So this is really you just really digging deeper for real. Like you may be remembering some things that you wanted to manifest in your childhood or what have you. But I feel like this is something that you need to dig deeper about. Whatever it is that's stopping you, Spirit is trying to reveal it to you, but you have to be in a position to really receive it. And sometimes change, like I said, change doesn't always feel good. But on the flip side, we need to stop looking at change as a bad thing, because that's when we get settled into our comfort zones, and God and the universe is always trying to pull us out of that mold so that we can expand ourselves and be on our highest vibration. All right. And I would also say that this comes with looking for signs and synchronicities as well. With this Five of Wands, like I said, there's a conflict that may be happening right now. You might be examining yourself. You may have a conflict within yourself, or you may be having a conflict with another person. But I really feel like this is more or less within yourself. Okay? And just expand and understand, like, it's a difficult situation. Whatever it is that you're going through, the circumstances might seem a lot bigger and grander than you're able to kind of wrap your arms around. Excuse me. But again, it's like you're ready to unveil yourself. You just got to get past this spirit, this defeat, maybe, or this negative self-talk, if that's what you're doing. Yes, the Six of Inspiration and the Ace of Materials. All right. So it's like you're ready to give birth to a new opportunity here. It could be a business. This is in your hopes and fears position. But I really feel like this is a opportunity that if you lose this opportunity, it's because you have allowed yourself to. Because you right now, the center of the reading is the Empress. And the Empress is a bad mama. She's a bad mama. I'm gonna leave it there. Okay. She is like, see me, here I am kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like she comes out the woodworks with all kinds of tricks in her bag. People gonna be like, damn, I didn't even know you was into that, or I didn't even know you could sing, or I didn't know you could sew, or I didn't know you could do this, that, and the third, right? And you like, yeah, I've been working for a long time on this. I just wasn't ready to reveal it to the whole wide world. But the burden of you having to do so, okay, it's being lifted if you allow it to. It's being lifted. Like I said, you got to find out, tap into the shadow side of yourself and figure out what it is what are your limitations. Sometimes we're scared to be vulnerable with other people about our limitations or our challenges. But if you can find that one or two trusted persons that you can actually share with, it's a beautiful thing, because they will give you the ammunition and the fuel that you need to continue to move forward. I'm telling you, I'm experiencing that right now. There's a particular product that I really want to make, and I'm trying to perfect it. And I'm telling you, I have a friend, and all she keeps saying is this. She just texts me, it's trial and error. Keep at it. I'm like, you're right. You're right. Because I feel like I could do it. It's something so simple. But it seems so like the mixture and all that, it just, let me keep going. What's the outcome? I am loving it though. Y'all got to know that you are something to be reckoned with. You are powerful. We have so much locked inside of us that sometimes it just takes that one opportunity, or that one person, or us just deciding to get off our do nothing and execute what it is that's always been in us. You ever heard people say, I've always wanted to do this, but I never thought that this, that, and the third, but I lost my job, or opportunity came along, or I met this person and they were doing the exact same thing, and next thing you know, we were partnering with each other, and boom, it just blew up from there. The rest is history. Thank you. Okay, so this this Eight of Voices came out. Those the Three of Voices. Eight of Voices, that's the outcome. But let me tell you something, kings and queens. That does not have to be your outcome. This Three of Inspiration can be your outcome. The Celebration card. That can be your outcome. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Justice card. So it's like you need to emerge from that old self, shed off that old skin, that dead skin. Stop judging yourself so harshly. Stop procrastinating and emerge, illuminate, enlighten, move from the dead places. Diamond, I need you to move off. Then the night of inspiration, having the tenacity to drive off, the tenacity and the drive to move forward. Emerge. Okay, once you share that dead skin off, those dead thoughts, those old habits, then you can move into the next stage, the next chapter. You can just move on. Period. Oh, okay. Stop. Diamond, go sit down. Are we entertained? All right, what's next? So I'm done. We're done with the spread here. We're just going to draw a couple more cards just to get some clarity on the way ahead. Okay? Because we already know, like, what this is. We know what energy we're in. We know how we can kind of, like, what we're headed towards. Now it's time to turn the corner. What is the trajectory of the next stages or steps? And don't forget to ask for what you want. Because it's saying here, your creativity with this rabbit is at its peak. So you have to seize the opportunity. Seize the opportunity. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective going forward? If I can get 3 cards. There's 2. I'll turn them over in a minute. One more. Thank you. All right. So the first 2 cards. Oh, the Empress came out. Okay, so we have the Empress, the 2 of Cups, and the 4 of Wands. Here we go, y'all. What more can you ask for? We had the Empress at the center of the reading. This is reinforcement that you're in your creative state. You're ready to birth something great. You may be doing it with a partner. Okay, you could be a partnership. It could be a lover. It could be whatever. But you could be doing it with someone that's going to help you out. The 2 of Cups. And then the 4 of Wands. As it's all said and done, you're going to be able to really sit back and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Okay? The King of Cups. King of Cups. It's something that you're going to love to do. On the bottom of the deck, you got the damn Emperor. Come on now, somebody. You got the Emperor. The Emperor and the Empress are married. Move. You have the masculine and the feminine energy of leadership, balance, authority. Okay, loyalty, charisma, creativity. You have it. It's time to pull it down. Stop dreaming about it. You are at your peak. Your creativity is at your peak. And ask your ancestors, your God, divine, for what it is that you want, what it is that you need in order to make this happen for yourself. It is time to emerge. It's time to shed off the doubt, the unbelief, the fear, the procrastination. It's time to shed it. Open up to yourself to a new enlightenment, empowerment, a new knowledge, a new creativity, a new force within yourself. It's in you. Golly. That has been a wonderful reading. I will stop there. I think that has been very good to carry out the rest of the week, being that this was hump day. Now we can get over the hump. So if you have not started journaling, and more importantly, journaling with a plan to execute, it's not just enough to journal. It's not just enough to dream. It's all about that action, that force, that determination, that tenacity, that willpower, that pressing forward, overcoming. No matter what anyone says, you will always have haters. They serve their purpose, believe you me. They serve their purpose, but it's a challenge. This is the challenging season to push past the foolishness. Push past. Not losing any more sleep over the situation. Begin to affirm. Look at yourself in the mirror and begin to affirm over yourself. And I know many of y'all have friends that are really, really rooting you on, but you just will not receive. You will not receive the affirmation. You will not receive the motivation. It's time. You are at your peak. Okay, some of you may be falling pregnant very soon. And I used to have this saying waking up every morning. I used to say, I'm pregnant with possibilities. I'm pregnant with opportunities. I am just pregnant. Whether it be a physical pregnancy for some of you or a spiritual pregnancy. It's a pregnancy nonetheless. You got to give birth to it. You didn't let it manifest. You didn't thought about it. You didn't prayed it up. Now it's time to move forward. Don't get stuck in this restrictive energy because this is a perception. It's not even real. Like this person doesn't have chains. It's a shadow of things. It's not even real. All right, let's celebrate. Let's create a wave, a domino effect, as it says. You knock down one domino, you take one step at a time, the rest of them is history. All right, kings and queens, that has been your reading. I love you all, and I hope that you all continue to be your best self. Live on the highest of vibrations. Ashe, ashe, ashe.